Hair is life, and if you have no hair, then you have no life. That is what looks maxers would tell you. That is one of the biggest dictates of looks maxing. I've been interested in looks maxing for a long, long time. Back when I used to pursue a career as an actor, looks maxing was this unspoken, unwritten rule. Like everybody was trying to looks max as hard as possible because it's one of those industries where the better you look, the more opportunities you're gonna get. And this is years before looks maxing even became a term that was well known to the public. You kind of didn't talk about it. You just did everything you could to look as good as possible. And having hair, especially as an actor, was always considered like a necessity because one, it makes you look better, but two, it makes you more flexible for different types of roles. Because like if you have if you have a role that you want to audition for, where you need long hair, you better have long hair. And if there's a role where you need short hair, you can always cut it. So that said, I did everything in my power ever since I was in my mid 20s, ever since my hair started thinning. I did everything that I could. I did all the due diligence, all the research to keep my hair and to regrow it as much as possible. And the two things that doctors prescribe are minoxidil and finasteride. This combo will give you that 80/20. Like if you hop on those two at the first signs of hair loss, you'll probably keep your hair well into your 40s, 50s, 60s, what have you. But these come with side effects, and I think finasteride has the bigger side effects, so that's the one that I want to talk about today. Because I was on finasteride years ago for about a year and a half, and at first I didn't really get any side effects, or I thought I was imagining them. If I did get them, it would have been placebo. Until a few months into my finasteride journey, when I started to realize, oh no, I'm definitely getting side effects here. And the side effects are mostly to do with libido, with your sexual appetite, right? That's the one that men are worried about. I was 26, I would say back then. I was 26, 27, and I was a horny dude, man, like in my mid 20s, and even my late 20s. Just, I've always been a horny dude. But on finasteride, that kind of started to fade away into the background a little bit. Like, not noticeably, but little by little, day by day, I just started to not care about it as much. And the reason I'm making this video right now is because I've been on finasteride now again after a couple of years of not being on it. I'm now back on it. And I'm starting to notice the same thing. So that's why I'm certain I wasn't imagining it the first time because I'm getting it again. And now I'm a bit older and I can definitely feel it. But let me tell you one thing. I'm actually loving it. Like not being, driven by my primal urges has allowed me to think so much more clearly about things that I need to do in my life. Like I need to do a lot better in my career. I need to open a business. I need to take care of this channel, nurture it, grow it further as much as possible. Just content in general is something I'm trying to do on the side of my job. I work as a quant, so it's a very highly demanding job as well. And on top of that, I'm trying to maintain some form of a social life. In my natural state, my desire to mate, let's just put it that way, my desire to just get my rocks off would frequently interfere with me doing what I know I have to do for my life to get better. I would not be able to focus on business as much because I would just go on these hookup apps and just message 50 women until somebody would be like, yeah, I'll come over tonight. That is literally, I was doing that 6 months ago. I was like literally just trying to hook up as much as possible because I was just like out of control. That's me in my natural state. Finasteride has done two things. One, it's allowed me to keep my hair and looks max. And two, it's kind of pulled back on that horniness that I would naturally have, which allows me to be a lot more rational. And don't get me wrong, I still want women. I just don't want any woman anymore. Like I'm not as thinking with the wrong head, if you get me. To where I would go for women that were below my usual standard just because I was so horny. I was just like, I'll do anybody, I'll do anything that moves. That's me in my natural state. It's kind of disgusting, I know, but that's how bad it gets if I'm in my natural state. Whereas now, I'm a lot more discerning, a lot more. If I'm gonna go out with a woman, if I'm gonna get invited on a double date by a guy I know, let's say, before I would have said yes every single time. Like, yeah, I want to go to every single double date that you're gonna invite me on. Whereas now I'll ask, who's the girl? Show me the girl. Who is she? Is she nice? What's her background? Like, I'll be a lot more discerning and a lot more strict with who I give my time to in a dating sense, which is exactly what you need to do. So in a way, the negative side effects of finasteride are working out really, really well for me in my life right now. I can see how if you were in a committed relationship and you wanted to have a normal sort of vibrant sex life, I can see how this would impact that negatively. I can see how this would make you less interested in your partner. But for me, for where I'm right now, I need to be less interested in it. And so I'm getting the negative side effect, but it's helping with my life overall. And yeah, that's what I have to say about finasteride. At some point, I'll have to jump off it if I want to go back to being my normal self. But like right now, my abnormal self, my chill self, is doing a great fucking job at life. So let's keep it going. Thumbs up to finasteride, and that's what you guys can expect. I think most of you, if you're gonna hop on finasteride, keep your hair, less libido, focus on your work, get your life back on track. There we go. Let's get it.